Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can navigate around Sales Rabbit. And if you are receiving this message or if you are watching this video, that means I've already assigned you a username that is specifically for Sales Rabbit. So what is Sales Rabbit? You're using that when you door knock, and it also gives you information about the homeowner or the occupant of that particular house. I've seen a lot of glitches in the data in Sales Rabbit. So sometimes Sales Rabbit would say, okay, Pedro, let's just say Pedro Penduko lives in this particular house, but sometimes he's not the homeowner. Now, if you are doubtful, when you knock the door, you're always going to ask, hey, are you the homeowner? And if they say, yeah, then, just take their word as it is. But if you are setting an appointment, I can double verify it using the assessor's record to see if they're really the homeowner. Because sometimes Sales Rabbit will put in whoever has lived there the longest. And some people have actually been living in a particular rental property for about 10 years. The Sales Rabbit treats it as like almost like a permanent person that lives there. Okay, so now let's start out with entering your information. So mine is already saved here. For you, you'll have to manually enter your password and username. Okay, so this one is just a regular site that you would see when you open. It's a dashboard. The links that I created are just for demo purposes, but those are the ones that I've already configured. And let me go over every step of it. If you're familiar with Sales Rabbit, this would be an easy tutorial for you. But if you haven't used Sales Rabbit, I mean, I've only seen this a few times. I've never really door knocked, but I see the beauty of it, and I see that it's really helpful when you're walking around the neighborhood and looking into properties as well. And there's another feature that you could use Sales Rabbit also as a cold call um, CRM, or as a cold call lead generation. Okay, so from here on the left hand side, you're going to see all this menu. Right here in the Sales Hub, you're going to see a whole bunch of property where you're at. Now, you won't be able to see who the homeowners are if you are not assigned to that area. Say, for example, I did not assign myself to this particular area where I'm standing at or I'm sitting at, and this is my actual neighborhood right here. Now, the beauty of it is that you can see who already has solar and who doesn't have solar yet. And if they have solar, what you would do is you would just pin them and put with solar. You don't want to deal with them anymore because they already got solar. All right, so I've assigned myself an area somewhere, I think in Centennial Hills. So now I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to click on the map. And right here where it says area, okay, so this is what I assigned myself. The reason why we have to assign an area is because it pulls the data grid. So the data grid will tell you who the homeowners are or who the occupants are of the particular house. All right, so now that I have this, I'm gonna click on that one. All right, satellite. Now I'm going to click on the pin, this little button right here. And here are the options that I put in. So the check mark means you got an appointment with a particular person. NHO means not the homeowner or just renters. NH1 means they're not home right now. NH2 meaning when you knocked again the same neighborhood, they're not home again. NI is if they tell you to go away, I don't want to talk to you, or F off, stuff like that. Or if they've chased you with, I don't know, like a baseball bat. It actually happened to one of the reps. SP means solar panels. Will come back. WCB. CB is call back or come back if they're busy at a particular time. So, for example, they're working on their garden, but you had an interaction with them. So just put CB or call back. Now, FU is not what you think it is. FU means follow up. For example, you had a great conversation with them. They were very interested, and then something happened along the way. They set an appointment. They did not hold the appointment. You can also make that as a follow up. OTH means other. For any reason, just put in what is the cause of them not holding the appointment or not wanting solar. So right here, FB means these are the Facebook leads that I've imported, Facebook leads that have filled out our funnel. And CCL means cold call leads. Okay, so let's do an example of, let's just say, not a homeowner. Okay, so I just kind of like touched it randomly and it's not even there. So zoom in and I'm just gonna put not home. Okay, so if you're walking this neighborhood, that means they're not home. Okay, right now, okay, so let's say this one, there's a solar panel right here in this area. So there's a solar there, there's solar there, there's solar here. It's a lot of solar in this neighborhood. So if they have solar in that neighborhood, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can knock on their doors, because some people actually need more panels than what they currently had in the past. So another way of seeing that is we could also ask them for referrals if they like their solar. Most of the time, they don't remember who installed them. And if they are loving their solar, offer them a $500 or $1,000 referral if they know someone who would want to go solar with us. And of course, stress that urgency, like, oh, we're running this referral program right now for the next 2 weeks, that if anybody that you refer to us goes solar, we can give you $1,000 referral fee. So, and again, the referral fee always comes out of the rep's pocket. So we start out, we started out at $500, but the competitive rate right now as an ambassador for every company is about $1,000. But again, you take the loss so you can get the sale. So if you walk around this neighborhood, you're gonna see that there's a lot of solar panels. Like every other house is solar. So maybe in the every other house that you could knock, you might even get one that is not home. Okay, they're not home. They're not home. So things like that. So that's how you would pin these particular location. Now that you've done your pins, right? You're gonna go to your leads. You currently have no leads listed. Once added, you can view the leads here. All right. So those are the simple basics of Sales Rabbit for now. And there'll be more tutorial on this one, but this is just to navigate the whole layout of Sales Rabbit. So again, we've got the street. We don't have the street yet, but we have the maps. Okay, messages. I don't normally use this one. Settings. You will have a different settings than I do, just because I have the admin access, but I've already put the settings as those statuses. All right. So I think it's pretty much it for now. And then if there's another thing that I wanna go over with, I'll record another tutorial. All right. Thank you.